These are three projects in process, none of which are complete, none of which are in Antarctica, but are all by Antarctica. Sometimes to enact change, you need to operate in the most compromised, conventional and constrained conditions. This is part of Vic Urban's Sustainable and Affordable Housing Initiative. Metropolitan Housing Laboratories work on that, where we looked at what the conventional volume builder can do, how we can change the nature of that household, largely through subtle spatial changes and increasing the household size and in catering for a household where there might be, for example, 2 independent families within a 3 and 4 bedroom house. Let's cut off. Sometimes to enact change, you need to project way beyond the knowable future or even the imaginable future. This is part of a Vail studio at RMIT called 3007, which asks the question, what do you need to do to build a building to last for 1,000 years? This project by Tom Morgan looked at a radio telescope which formed a dish of 2 kilometres in diameter, believing that it would take 1,000 years to do such a project to make contact with civilisations in other galaxies, and in the process created a community of some thousands of people in a gigantic dish which would operate as a colossal solar collector and water collector. And sometimes to enact change you just need to make visible what's occurring currently. This is a bridge project in development at the moment at Lake's Entrance, a site which of course recently flooded with some drama. And at the centre of the lake in this footbridge is a public space which responds very acutely to the changes in the sea level. It will in a sense become a barometer of both the rising tide, the changing tide, a tide which, as we're discovering, is increasing in its variability over the last few years and flooding more frequently. So it will float to respond to the water change and will interact in a sense with that changing water level in a very visible way. Am I under? I am. I'm proud to be so. Thank you.